And why are you so busy with your phone?
I'm so sorry, Jare. I'm glued to my phone because of this amazing story.
What story is that?
According to the story here, it's about a man who could uproot trees with his bare hands but couldn't uproot the pride in his heart. Yes, trees.
So tell me more about the story.
Okay. Story.
Story.
Once upon a time.
Time.
Okay. A very long time ago, during the reign of Oba Ozolua the Conqueror, the palace of Benin was filled with joy. Why? Because two women, both wives of the Oba, gave birth on the same day. Imagine that.
What's a coincidence?
Two royal babies crying on the same day. So one baby was named Osawe and the other was named Idubo. But here is where destiny played trick on them. The chiefs had strange rule back then. The baby who cries first will be the true heir to the throne. So the midwife waited. Osawe cried, wow. But Idubo was silent and calm, just staring at them like, what's going on here? So they rushed to the Oba and said, Your Majesty, a prince has been born. And he has cried. They mentioned only Osawe. But by the time Idubo finally cried, the message had already gone out. So everyone believed Osawe was the true firstborn. Now, you can imagine how unfair that must have felt. Idubo, later known as Ahruahan, grew up to be tall, strong, and powerful. But inside he was bitter. He felt cheated. So this simply means Aruan was the first child.
Okay, Aruan is still the...
Idubo, yeah.
Idubo, okay.
Aruan is Idubo. Sometimes he did look at his younger brother and be like, Osawe. The Osawe that is, who later became the Esige, Enogie of Benin, and the child of Quenidia.
Of our land.
He would mutter and said, if only I cried first that day, the throne would have been mine. But his father, Oba Ozolua, tried to make peace. He told him, my son, don't worry. You are strong. You will rule Udo. Let your brother rule Benin.
My son.
So Idubo was crowned Duke of Udo. That's like being the king of a smaller town.
Okay.
Udo was rich, peaceful, and full of warriors. Still, he never forgot the crown that slipped away. Aruan was not human level strong. He was very strong. People said he could uproot trees with his bare hands. Yes.
Uproot trees?
He could uproot trees.
I mean, they calm down now.
Very strong. Imagine walking by the road one day now and seeing somebody uprooting trees like grass.
No, you mean physical power or magic?
Well, not human level strong. That's what it was recorded by history. Yes. It was not human level strong. It was very, very strong. That he could uproot trees. So imagine how strong he was. Maybe stronger than Goliath self. So let's continue the gist, Jerry. He was brave, handsome, and loved by his people. Everywhere he went, people bowed. But one thing he didn't have was peace in his heart. Because no matter how strong he was, he still wanted to be Oba. Even after being the Duke of Udo, he still wanted to be Oba. Now, his younger brother, Esige, don't forget Osawe, was ruling Benin and doing great things. But when Esige heard that his brother in Udo was growing stronger, building armies, training warriors, even performing rituals for power, he became very worried. Then he sent message to warn him, my brother, stay loyal to the throne. But Aruan replied, proudly, tell the Oba that the throne he sits on is mine by birthright. Drama started. Soon, both sides began preparing for war. Brother versus brother, Udo versus Benin. Let's continue. Now here's the part most people don't know. The coffin tale. Legend says when their father, Oba Ozolua, died, the royal chiefs brought a coffin for burial. But they tricked Aruan. They told him to bury his father, but the coffin they gave him was empty. Meanwhile, Esige secretly took the real body to Benin City and buried it properly. When Aruan later found out, he was furious. He felt mocked. He felt betrayed and disrespected. From that day, he swore revenge. He told his men, the Oba will know pain. Even if I die, Benin will remember my name. Let's continue. The war between the brothers shook the land. Benin warriors marched with their drums, while Udo warriors beat their gongs in return. Villages fled, markets closed, the sky turned red with fire and smoke. Aruan fought like a beast. He was said to leap into the air, strike 10 men at once. But even with all his strength, the gods were not on his side. The Oba army was blessed by priests and war shouts. Slowly, Udo began to fail. Now, here's where the story
Wait. Who won the battle?
Let's continue now, so you'll hear it from here. Okay. Now, here's where the story turns sad. Aruan loved his wife dearly. She was beautiful and loyal. But as the war dragged on, she saw her husband losing everything. His pride, his people, his peace. Imagine that. What pain. So, some say she couldn't bear to see him fall. So one night, she ran to the lake near Udo and jumped in it. When Aruan found her, he screamed so loud that birds flew from the trees. In his rage and confusion, he grabbed the sword and by mistake he killed his son. Only child, just because of agony and pain. That was when his spirit broke completely. He realized his anger had taken everything from him, his family, his people, and his kingdom. Defeated, broken and alone, Aruan walked to the sacred lake of Udo. The few warriors who survived followed him, begging, "My lord, please don't go." He looked at them and smiled sadly.
The world betrayed me.
The word betrayed me, he said, but I will not die in its hands. Then, with one deep breath, he dived into the lake and disappeared forever. The water rippled, then went quiet. They waited, but he never came out. Until today, nobody knows what really happened to him. Some said he drowned, others said the gods took him, and many believe his spirit still lives under the lake. Even after hundreds of years, Udo people still talk about him. They say on quiet nights, if you go near that lake, you can hear a man's voice whispering. Statues of Aruan holding a tree still stand in Udo, a reminder of strength and pride. People tell their children, be strong like Aruan, but don't be proud like him. And I bet you that many families will still say, don't be foolish like him too. Because why not? Because in the end, pride can destroy even a king. So like, just because of common pride, I will just lose my right to become the king or queen of a particular kingdom. Or after fighting so long for something, I will just end up in a lake. God, if Aruan was still alive, I bet he would have posted on his Instagram, "Never trust a crying baby." So what do you think? Do you think Aruan was unlucky? Or he deserved the throne? Did he really deserve the throne? Was he foolish? Or did pride make him lose what he really had?
So I think he was being emotional and he overreacted just like the way he used to do sometimes.
Just like that. Let me tell you my own. Well, I think it was pride that ruined his destiny. Because he was given a smaller town to rule. If he was sensible, he would have just ruled it with peace, made the land more greater than it was before. And they would have even regretted not giving the land of Benin to him to rule at in the first place. But instead, he destroyed his own town, left his people. Now, which kind of legacy did he leave? So anybody that will just be angry now, just go and jump inside one lake because their king did it anyway. And it's what you and that your evil pride. So you better change. Your even bigger one fell because of pride. You that is small.
What is the meaning of that?
So, well, I hope you enjoyed the story.
Interesting.